Hey gang, as y'all can see by the title, we tapping in with a video done by Trapplug. Says why hit was put on Q50 with Lil 50 that got him brutally, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Q50 with Lil 50. Y'all know we got plenty of reactions of bro over here on the channel. First one we dropped was Came Around Flexing with him and Fully Chop. And we got some Fully Chop reactions, Quan Get 'em Gone, and a few other artists, you know what I mean? Especially coming out that Chicago drill scene, man. But I'm gonna link those videos just so y'all can get tapped in and tuned in with it, you feel me? Even got some unreleased Fully Chop on the channel, so make sure y'all go run it up. I also dropped the Jada interview, man, and shit, I nodded off in that video like a bitch because I was tired as shit. You know what I'm saying? I was clowning my boy Scoom in that video, talking about how tired he was, nigga. I was cooked myself. You feel me? But y'all can go peep that. I actually did a clip of it too and made the video for y'all, and that's out, man. So y'all can go peep those as well. I'll link those too. But other than that, though, man, I just wanted to tap in with this. Y'all know we do documentaries over here and things of that nature. So why not tap in with this one, man? Again, rest in peace to Q50 with Lil 50, man. I hope y'all enjoy this with me, gang. If y'all do, hit that like button for me, man. Run the likes up, man.
Up and now.
Oh no.
Your last or the last song you dropped Came Around Flexing. That got almost 250,000 views in a month.
Oh no.
That got you a lot of attention, right?
Yeah. I ain't know that bitch gonna do that. I think we got 100K in like a week. I mean like 3 weeks. 8 days. Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, like 8 days. 100K in 8 days.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was happy as hell that bitch.
Alright, so at 15 years old, Q50 with Lil 50, a rising rapper from Chicago's Southside, has been ambushed and taken out. His interview with DJU just dropped about 48 hours ago, and before that, DJU had talked about Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, and Lil Scoom, both of whom were gone shortly after their interviews. But in the past 6 months, we've seen 3 people go down after their interviews on that platform. Now, people are starting to talk about DJU's platform being cursed after that last interview with Q50 with Lil 50. The beef behind it was wild.
Man, I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't agree with people saying that. I think that's low key fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got a nigga that has a platform, and you know what I'm saying. He not bringing nobody on there to just have them telling all their business and to purposely, you know what I'm saying, clown they ops or nothing like that. He really bring them on there to, you know what I'm saying, put some game in their head and give them some type of encouragement, you know what I'm saying, and try to, you know what I'm saying, guide them in a certain way. He not like a father figure, but he trying to give them that type of game, you feel me? So I really don't like how motherfuckers talking about his couch is a curse and if you go there, you gonna die. Like, that's foul as shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that messes with his mind state too. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers don't be understanding how fucked up some of the shit that they say is. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to DJU, because I personally love his platform. You know what I mean? And y'all got to understand, everybody has their time on this earth. You feel me? None of us know when we finna go. You know what I'm saying? We just know we all gonna die one day. That's it. That's all we know. We don't know how, when, where. You know what I'm saying? None of that. We just know it's gonna happen. So therefore, you know what I mean? It just happened to be cases where these incidents happen, bro. And y'all also have to understand, bro, they ops watch them. You know what I mean? They ops is tuned in, believe it or not. Even though they the ops, their ops are tuned in to these niggas. They got motion. You know what I'm saying? They popping that. And then on top of that, they dissing them. You know what I'm saying? So you know they locked in with it, so they probably hear something and that shit, oh yeah. You know what I mean? And that's probably why it happens after they get off of the couch with DJU. You know what I'm saying? Because they ops is so tuned in and they probably feel disrespected by something they said. So now they want to go try to slide on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers need to stop with all that weird shit, bruh. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people that go there and they still alive to this day. Everybody just got their time, man. You know what I mean? And it just so happened to be around that time. Shout out to DJU, man. Keep doing your shit, bro. Don't let them people talking that crazy shit, you know what I'm saying, stop you from doing what you doing, because you have a dope platform and you do give game. You know what I'm saying? I respect any nigga that give real game and I know bullshit and just put bullshit on the net. You feel me?
Interview with Q50 with Lil 50. The beef behind it was wild, with his sister calling out the person responsible and even putting a $20,000 bounty on their head. Now, his own cousin is trolling his death. There's a lot to unpack here, but let's break down this beef that ended up taking out a promising talent in Chicago's music scene. So let's dive into it.
I ain't gonna play.
On my dead cousin, my little brother did not go out like no goofy. On my dead cousin, he didn't. On my dead cousin, my little
Shout
brother
out to Jada, man.
Be on your way, I don't get no. My little brother did not go out like no goofy. And I know that's for a fact.
If you're into drill music, you probably stumbled across Q50wlil50 while browsing through YouTube, especially if you were looking up videos related to Bloodhound Q50. These guys have been racking up views pretty quickly. You know those YN memes you've probably seen floating around, the ones where it says he a YN pulls up on you with a switch? Yeah, this is basically the real life version of that. These YNs are wild, and they're mad young, and people have been calling them out for trying to copy the style of Bloodhound Lil Jeff and Bloodhound Q50. If you're looking up to folks like him,
Nigga, it ain't copying no style. Do you not? I don't know. People be so fucking confused on the net, bro. That's why I don't be entertaining the internet shit, bro. I do my reactions and I get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy music. That's just me. I've always enjoyed music since a kid. Grew up around it. You feel me? So why not react to it? But the internet be having shit so fucking confused, bro. Ain't nobody acting like nobody, gang. Ain't nobody copying nobody. They are from Chicago. What the fuck? They from the hood. They from the trenches, gang. That's the same. That's like saying everybody on the West Coast copy each other. It's the West Coast. You got Cali. That's the land of gangbanging. That's where gangbanging started at. Ain't nobody copying each other out there, but everybody just gangbang. You know what I'm saying? Same way with Chicago, bro. Niggas is out there drilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nick, look, do your homework. What's bro name? I forgot his fucking name. But y'all know who I'm talking. FYBJ, man. Do your homework, bruh. You feel me? On Chicago, gang. When Dirk was rapping, if y'all ever peeped some of his older videos, it's little kids in the videos with him. Little ass kids. They look like they could be about 8, 9. They start out young out there. You feel me? Ain't nobody copying nobody, bruh. These niggas is from the hood, bruh. People be having shit so goddamn confused on the gang. They always want to say somebody copying somebody. Like, no, they not, gang. They from the hood. That's what that is. That's what that come with. It's being a product of your environment. You feel me?
of that. These YNs are wild, and they're mad young, and people have been calling them out for trying to copy the style of Bloodhound Lil Jeff and Bloodhound Q50. If you're looking up to folks like him, that from Riv, your life's pretty much done for.
Hey. Play that, Quan.
Hmm.
Hey, yeah, play that. Turn it up. We're about to shoot this right here.
But it wasn't just from Bloodhound's influence that turned them into these crash dummies. It's something that's been passed down from another legendary crash out that you've probably heard of. Q50wlil50 reps Black PE Stones from the West Inglewood area, a gang called PGF, Psycho Gang Forever, named after their fallen member, Psycho, who was killed in 2017. Their biggest name was PGF Nuke, who was making some serious noise in the city a few years ago, even collabing with Polo G and other big rappers.
Got a PGF Nuke.
Things went sideways for him, and he ended up locked up
gang.
for a while after multiple carjackings. Dude had a whole record, songs with huge artists, but ended up caught up in the streets again. Q50wlil50 was originally from the 69th and Pina area. He says back in the day he was bad, stealing bikes around the neighborhood. Over time, things escalated, and he ended up linking with members from 59th and Poina, where PGF is based. He was raised mostly by his sister, who was just a couple of years older than him, because their mom kicked them both out. These are rough circumstances, man, and it led him straight into that crash out lifestyle. Q50 had beef with a lot of people, both online and in real life, and they were known for airing all their business out. It gained him a lot of enemies, but also a lot of attention and fans. The problem is, the same things that get you all clout can also end your life. Now we gotta break down how all this went down, the beef that led to everything. I'm not sure if he was trying to be like Bloodhound Lil Jeff or King Von, but the stuff like this that he was posting online was next level. The amount of people trying to take him out, just based on the mess he was involved in, could have been anyone. Imagine beefing with your own cousin to the point where after you get killed, your cousin now's out there dissing you. Man, what the fuck? But that's apparently what happened to Q50wlil50.
Y'all heard Lil Durk fuck my cousin. He don't like his cousin either. Niggas I be liking they cousin, bro. I don't like my cousin, bro. I'm gonna be real. Me and my cousin hate each other, bro. Well, I don't hate the nigga. It's just he cool, I guess. It's just like you stay over there, I'ma stay over here. Like family reunions awkward as shit if he there.
50 after his cousin, Lil Speedy, came out and dissed him after his death. So apparently the tension between Q50 with Lil 50 and Lil Speedy really kicked off when Q50 swiped Lil Speedy's pipe. And word is that Lil Speedy has some ties to Drill City, or at least the younger members of it. On top of that, Fully Chopped pretty much admitted to shooting up Lil Speedy's house a few months back. These guys have been moving wild, like they really don't care about staying free, so when crazy stuff happens, and honestly, it's not surprising. The whole situation is something I still can't wrap my head around. You know, but it ain't funny, but damn, this shit is just wild. But as if that wasn't already messy enough, there was an even darker beef brewing that seems to have cost the lives of a few more people. The ones linked to a crash-out internet beef PGF had with another set from the south side called 147. 147 is a group coming up from the Yards neighborhood, and they've got a rapper named Glockboy Bobo, who was starting to make a name for himself until he got arrested for a bunch of armed robberies. I mean, the dude raps about armed robberies in almost every song, so it's no surprise that's what caught up to him. Dude's in his late 20s, but it seems like he got caught up with the younger members of 147 in a brutal war with PGF, which led to someone close to Glockboy Bobo being killed. Now, Glockboy Bobo had a homie named Murdoch, who's got a crazy reputation. Allegedly, had 10 bodies to his name. Murdoch got killed in a revenge shooting back in 2022 while he was out walking with his dog. His younger brother, Baby Drake, also known as Baby Doc, was tied in with 147, and things got even worse between the two gangs just a few months ago. It's unclear exactly what started the beef with PGF, but given how close these sets are, it seems they've been at odds for years, fighting over territory, get-backs, and all that typical gangbang drama. Here's where things get messy though. Glockboy Bobo, who was just arrested a few days before a tragedy hit, was locked up for armed robbery around the same time something tragic went down with his best friend's brother. They didn't release the names of the victims, probably because they were so young. So it's hard to tell for sure if this is when Baby Doc passed. But when you line up the timing, it definitely seems like it could have been him. On September 22nd, 2024, Baby Doc, a 15-year-old, was hanging out on the 5700 block of South Walcott Avenue. He was standing by the sidewalk when a vehicle pulled up, and at least one person inside got out and opened fire, hitting him several times in the legs. The car sped off, but by the time the police arrived, it was too late. He'd bled out from his injuries. Shortly after, members of PGF took to social media, mocking Baby Doc and claiming that they were involved in the shooting. Fully Chopped posted pictures of guns and switches, pretty much implying that he had something to do with it, making it easy for everyone to see where he stood. But just because these guys say they were behind it doesn't mean they actually were. With so many gangs around Chicago, man, it could have been anyone, but Fully Chopped made it clear he thought they played a part, while PGF was busy calling out Baby Doc online.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Rappers can't post nothing no more, bruh. As soon as they post something, bro, motherfuckers gonna screenshot it, video record it, whatever the case, and try to relate it to anything that they can, bruh. They could, a rapper could post a plate of food, you feel me? And they gonna think that mean they shooting up the restaurant. Like, god damn, can they just be on Instagram? You know what I'm saying? Cause my niggas post what they wanna post. I don't be getting it, bruh. Motherfuckers be wildin' on the net, gang. That's why I be saying I be just chilling on this bitch, bruh. I'ma just react and go about my
An
day, bruh.
unsettling interview was about to drop, setting the stage for what seemed like a get back a month later. DJ U, who's had a controversial track record, posted interviews that seemed to follow a deadly pattern. 3 people had been killed after appearing on his platform in just 6 months. Man, is DJ U somehow setting these people up? Or were they just people on a dangerous path already?
Now we
and he
saying
was capitalizing
stupid
on their
shit, bro.
stories.
Come
It's a
on
complicated question, and honestly, it's hard to say
There's what?
for sure.
It ain't hard to say nothing for sure, and it's not complicated at all. He's not setting nobody up. He's not trying to. What is wrong with you niggas? God damn, bro. We need to be worried about y'all that make these type of videos, releasing all type of information and talking about this and that and this body and what this nigga done posted on the gram and where he was at 5 o'clock p.m. when so-and-so got busted up on the corner. Like, we need to be worried about that type. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to trapplug, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that as no disrespect, but don't be accusing my nigga DJ you setting nobody up. That's crazy, bruh. Like I already just said, we not gonna be doing none of the couch cursed and weird bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely not gonna say he set niggas up, bro. What is he gonna get out of that? They know where his you know what I'm saying, recording studio is at. Don't you think they'll just come through and blow the shit up? If anything, come on now, say something reasonable, bro. There's nothing complicated about that.
Just 2 days ago, DJU posted an interview with Fully Chop and Lil 50, and the response was negative. At one point in the interview, DJU literally asked, shouldn't you guys be in school? But kept interviewing them anyway. It was a bizarre moment, but I guess in a way, it's better that he's giving them a platform to speak on rather than letting them keep pushing reckless behavior to get noticed.
So what, he was supposed to turn the interview off and be like, go back to school, boys? What the fuck is this? Y'all, bro, anytime anybody do something on the internet, y'all find anything to say. I swear, bro. Like, who's the goofy that even said that he's bad for interviewing them and they supposed to be in school, bro? If y'all heard when they answered the question, they said they don't go to school. They not in school. You feel me?
Man, y'all young as hell, and according to what I see online, y'all living the street life, okay? And y'all know, I'm sure y'all know by now, the two things that come with the street life, right? So with me being 33, I'm down there old enough to be y'all pops. So it's like I can't even not give y'all the speech, you know what I'm saying, while y'all here, you know? We interview a lot of young guys, and we've had several guys that, you know, left us this year, you feel me? This was a rough year for us, you know? So I ain't nobody daddy, even though I'm old enough to be, but my thing is, you know, y'all young, y'all talented, you feel me? Y'all really got the potential to do whatever y'all want to do.
He giving straight game, but y'all telling me this nigga want to set somebody up.
The bullshit to draw him in, you know what I'm saying? But once you lock him in, you know you want to keep him there. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. You know, I don't want to, you know, overdo it, but I just want y'all to be safe. You feel me? Keep your head up, you know, stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? With the internet.
In the interview, DJU tried to give a preachy warning saying, you're either going to die or you're going to jail if you stay in these streets. But they didn't care. They were too busy on their phones living that wild lifestyle. What stood out, though, was how they took every chance to diss their enemies. The interview ended with Lil 50 saying he sweeps the streets and takes out the trash, implying he was really about that life. That moment of blatant disrespect has led some to believe that Q50wlil50's death was directly tied to this interview. The irony, DJU gave them a stay safe warning at the end, but just 48 hours later, he posted a condolence message after a shooting took out Q50wlil50. Between the time of the interview and now, Q50wlil50 reportedly had a falling out with his cousin, Lil Speedy. There's a belief among some that Q50wlil50 may have dropped his location to confront Lil Speedy, but somehow, the opposition found out where he was. There's speculation that Q50wlil50 could have unwittingly given up his location to the wrong people. On the evening of October 22nd, around 8:24 p.m., shots rang out in the dark alley on the 6600 block of South Chaplin Ave in the West Woodlawn neighborhood. But by the time witnesses reached the scene, they found Q50wlil50 lying in the alley, his body riddled with bullets. They called the police and tried to revive him, but it was too late. He died from his injuries shortly after. The multiple gunshot wounds he sustained were fatal. In the aftermath, Lil Speedy took to social media, trolling the situation heavily. He posted about it on his story, mocking the situation in a way that many found distasteful. He even went as far as to say his sister made a disturbing video where she claimed they were putting up large sums of money, $20,000 for the person who shot Q50wlil50 and $30,000 for Speedy himself. The offer only added fuel to the fire, further intensifying the already violent and vengeful cycle that is tragically all too common in Chicago.
Jada did this. Jada could have stopped it. Jada did that. I knew, like, y'all was gonna blame me. When it first happened, for anything I posted, I knew it.
Chicago is a city with a long history of gang violence, and it's no secret that the streets can feel like a war zone. With so many different gangs operating in the city, it's difficult to keep track of all the conflicts and shootings, as the violence seems to keep escalating. What's worse is that people are increasingly desensitized to it, constantly trying to one-up each other and settle scores. The tragic part is that people like Q50wlil50 and Lil Speedy had real potential. They were gaining traction online, pulling in hundreds of thousands of views, and they were still young, still in school. They could have made something out of their lives if they had the right people around them, guiding them in the right direction, though. But the reality for many of these kids is that they come from broken families with little to no guidance and are surrounded by influences that pull them deeper into the cycle of violence. It's hard to break out that environment when that's all you know. So, while they may have had a shot at something better, the environment around them made it nearly impossible to escape that fate. The question now is whether they'll learn anything from losing a close friend like Q50wlil50. Could his death be the wake-up call that helps them change their ways? Unfortunately, in many cases, that cycle just continues. So the answer is most definitely no. The hardest part about all this is that these young people are trapped in a system where violence seems like the only answer, and the prospect of doing better or achieving something different is often overshadowed by the harsh realities of street life. The pattern is frustratingly familiar: a life lost to senseless violence, a retaliatory response that only leads to more death. And when you have figures like DJU who have a reputation for interviewing people who end up on the wrong side of life, it only adds to the suspicion that the platform itself plays a role in perpetuating these deadly cycles. DJU's platform gives these individuals attention, but the violence that follows doesn't stop once the interview is over. It continues to play out, often tragically. At the end of the day, it's clear that change will only come when someone in that community makes the choice to break the cycle. But with the environment they're surrounded by, it's hard to see how that can happen. Hopefully, people start to learn from the consequences, but it's not easy when the streets.
Let me know y'all still here, gang.
The rap scene in Chicago has long been a source of creativity and talent, but it's also been marred by violence and conflict, both in the streets and within the music industry. The city has given rise to some of the most influential voices in hip-hop, but it's also become known for the deep-rooted rivalries that have led to real-world consequences. These beefs, particularly the infamous ones between different factions or sets, often spill over from lyrics into the streets with tragic outcomes. However, there are steps that can be taken to stop this cycle of violence, and rap music itself can be a key part of that solution. To begin addressing the issue of rap beefs in Chicago, it's important to understand the nature of these conflicts. At their core, many of these beefs stem from territorial disputes, personal grudges, or historical conflicts between different groups. Rivalries in Chicago's rap scene, like those in other cities, often reflect larger societal issues such as poverty, systemic inequality, and the struggles of growing up in a high-crime environment. While beef in the rap scene can be seen as part of the competitive nature of the genre, they often take on a darker tone when personal and violent histories are involved. The idea of beefing or engaging in verbal clashes with other artists is not new to hip-hop. In fact, rap has long been a genre where artists express themselves through battle lyrics, challenging one another in a way that's meant to be competitive, not necessarily harmful. But in the context of Chicago's streets, where the line between music and reality can often blur, these beefs can escalate quickly. What might start as a lyrical jab can turn into real-life violence. Unfortunately, this cycle has been seen repeatedly in the city, where rappers who began with promising careers end up becoming victims of street violence or incarcerated, trapped in a cycle that they can't escape. One of the first steps in stopping the cycle of rap beefs is promoting peace through music itself. Chicago's rap scene is diverse, and many of the artists who come out of the city have the potential to be powerful voices for change. Music has always been a vehicle for social commentary, and artists can use their platform to address the issues they face in their communities without resorting to violence. Instead of focusing on rivalry, artists can choose to focus on things that unite them: shared struggles, dreams, and aspirations for a better life. Hip-hop has the power to bring people together, to heal wounds and build bridges. Additionally, collaboration between artists from rival factions can help diffuse tensions. In many cases, beefs escalate because artists feel that they must defend their reputation or assert dominance over their rivals. This often leads to a constant back and forth of diss tracks, social media jabs, and ultimately violence. If artists from different groups could come together to work on music or other creative projects, they would be demonstrating to the audiences that cooperation and collaboration is possible, even in an environment that has long been defined by divisions. The role of the community and the people around these artists also cannot be underestimated. The pressures of the streets and the need to protect one's reputation are powerful forces, but they're not insurmountable. Mentorship plays a crucial role in preventing young artists from getting caught up in the same destructive patterns that have plagued the city's rap scenes for decades. Older artists who have lived through the turmoil and seen the consequences of violence can step in to guide younger artists, offering advice, wisdom, and support. This can involve connecting artists with positive outcomes, such as youth programs, business opportunities, or initiatives that promote community improvement. The music industry as a whole could also play a role by investing in such programs and encouraging artists to use their influence for good. But nah, they're greedy. All they want is money. Another important factor in curbing violence in the rap scene is the involvement of local organizations and community leaders. Many of the issues facing Chicago's youth are deeply rooted in socioeconomic conditions, and addressing these larger issues can go a long way toward reducing violence. Community leaders who are connected to the streets and understand the challenges young people face can provide valuable guidance in helping to break the cycle. This can include things like job training, education, and mental health support, which are essential to giving young people the tools they need to succeed without resorting to violence or crime. The media, too, has a responsibility in how it portrays the beef and violence in the rap scene. Often, the media focuses on the sensational aspects of the conflict, highlighting the drama and the violence rather than the potential for peace and reconciliation. While it's important to acknowledge the realities of the situation, the media could also play a role in shifting the narrative towards more positive and constructive stories. By showcasing artists who are working to promote peace and collaboration, the media can help change the perception of Chicago's rap scene, from one dominated by violence to one that celebrates creativity, unity, and progress. On a personal level, artists can also take steps to protect themselves and their well-being. Many young artists, especially those from challenging environments, may not fully understand the potential consequences of their words and actions. Being mindful of the impact that their music and social media presence have on their audience can help prevent further escalation. Artists can use their platforms to speak out against violence, advocate for change, and promote positive messages. The power of a positive message can't be underestimated, especially when it comes from someone who has the ear of a large audience. So stopping rap beefs and the violence associated with them will require a multifaceted approach. It's not just about the music, it's about addressing the systemic issues that contribute to violence, providing support and guidance to artists, and creating a culture that values collaboration over conflict. Chicago's rap scene has the potential to be a force for positive change, but it'll take effort from all sides to shift the focus away from beef and toward more constructive and meaningful music. Man, with the right support, mentorship, and community involvement, Chicago's artists can lead the way in showing how rap music can be a tool for peace and not destruction. Yo, so thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.
He did a lot of talking at that end right there. But, gang, you know what I'm saying? He did say some pretty good things that I agree with. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes down to the rap scene, you know what I'm saying? We get into the drillery over here. Drillery is our thing. You know what I mean? But I tell you all the time, like, it depends how you look at the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, when I'm reacting to all these drill artists and, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what they saying, regardless of the disrespect that they speak, you know what I mean? I try to see past that and look at the story behind it. You know what I'm saying? I try to look at their story, look at the path they come from, look at the, you know what I'm saying, the environment that they come from, and how they are, you know what I'm saying, using their environment to at least transform their life or make some type of change within their life, you know what I mean? And I just look at the whole prospect of just working to get there, you know what I'm seeing, the growth that they have and the work and the hard work that they put in to get where they are at, you know what I mean? That's how I look at drill too. That's why I'm like, you could look at drill negative, you know what I'm saying? You could talk about the shooting and the killing and woo wah wham, but you could also talk about the person behind the music too and their story, you feel me? And actually take something from that, you know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta understand, all the drill that we listen to, these niggas come from a real place, you feel me? They come from a reality, a real life reality that not too many people really know about, you know what I'm saying? People wonder about it. People probably look up videos on, damn, what the hood look like, how does the hood look, what do they do here, what do they do there? People probably, you know what I'm saying, try to think about it, but at the same time, y'all don't really know the real reality of it, you feel me? So it's like they bring it out in their music. That's why we have so much drill, that they rapping about what they know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't make a nigga rap about something that he don't know. You're not gonna get no rap out of that. You know what I'm saying? They rapping about what they know, and that's what drill is. You know what I'm saying? They know about the rough parts. They know about the struggle. They know about the shooting. They know about the killing. They know about the drugs. They know about all of that. You feel me? That's what drill is. So it's like, it's different ways to look at drill. And like I said, how I look at it is, I like to look at the person behind it. And that's with every single drill artist that I listen to. You feel me? I don't care. Even with how young they are, nigga, I look at the positive side of it. Like, these some young niggas, you know what I'm saying, that's actually focusing on a career, that's actually getting off their ass, working towards something, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, how they coming in the game, they talking shit, they popping it, you know what I'm saying, they got the drill going, regardless of how they doing, it's the fact that they doing it, you know what I'm saying, they providing, you know what I mean, and they young niggas doing that. That's what I'm looking at. You feel me? And that's the same way I take drill music. Even if we talking about Bloodhound Q50, yeah, Bloodhound Q50, he's a shooter. You feel me? We know he's drillery. We know he crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that nigga got a story behind him. You feel me? This nigga come from the, you know what I'm saying? He come from the trenches. He come from the gutter. You feel me? He done lost plenty of family members. He just lost his cousin. Just lost his other homie Schoom this year. You feel me? He done actually been through a real struggle. But look at him putting his best foot forward and still continuing to go. You know what I'm saying? Look at him still making sure that he lays something down, leaves something on this earth to be remembered by. You feel me? Regardless of all the negativity that he's done. Look at what he doing now. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all my drill artists. And it's sad to say that, you know what I'm saying? We do have to lose some throughout the course. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Jeff. Rest in peace to Schoon. Rest in peace to Q50wlil50. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that we actually do have to lose people along this journey. You feel me? But at the end of the day, that's the life that we live, gang. I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? And to my young niggas, you know what I mean? Like he was saying in the video, don't nobody want to hear nobody talking to them and trying to get them game. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We young niggas, we not trying to hear that shit, especially from an older nigga. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do what we want to do and we trying to get it how we get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want them to, you know what I'm saying, get better. You know what I'm saying? I want them to grow and actually mature and be like, oh, hell yeah, we can leave that shit behind now. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till they get to that level. Regardless of how dope the music is, regardless of how dope the drill is, I want to see them actually grow. You know what I'm saying? And get to experience the life that they deserve, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I push for from my young niggas. Fully chopped, Quan, get them gone. You feel me? Shout out to Jada. Rest in peace to Q50wlil50. You feel me? But Schoom, you know what I'm saying? We just seen him in the Jada interview. You know what I mean? His other brother name is, I believe, Twan. Forgive me if I said his name wrong, but I believe Twan too. You feel me? Shout out to all of them, man. Like, for real, for real. And I just pray for guidance in their head. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Because, bro, you can't tell nobody what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when a motherfucker tell me what to do, gang. I don't. You feel me? But it's just like, I hope, you know what I'm saying, as they continue to grow and go through different situations and progress, you feel me, they eventually get in their head like, oh yeah, we can leave that shit behind them. You know what I'm saying? And just keep stacking that bread up. That's really all we want, for real. You know what I'm saying? We want the cash, we want the cheddar, we want the chip. You feel me? We want that bag, man. And I want to see them get to it. But other than that, though, gang, outside of the other stupid shit that he said about DJU, you know what I'm saying, Couch being cursed and him trying to set people up, I don't believe any of those two things. You feel me? Like I said, I feel like DJU is a very dope, you know what I'm saying, encouraging human being. And, you know what I'm saying, he trying to make a change within his community. And the fact that he set out a platform to allow these artists to come up here and, you know what I'm saying, get their name out, talk about their story, tell their background, you know what I mean? I think that's dope in itself. And it just so happens, you know what I'm saying, God has a timing for everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't put no fault on DJU for that. I want him to keep going strong and keep with this dope platform and can continue to introduce us to dope artists. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming out the Chicago drill scene. The fact he got Fully Chopped and Q50 on here and Quan get him going, that's huge. You know what I mean? So shout out to DJU, keep progressing, man. Shout out to Fully Chopped again, Quan. You know what I'm saying? The whole team on that side. Rest in peace to Q50wlil50, man. And y'all stay up. You know what I'm saying? To my gang, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and share this video, brothers. Other than that, I'm going to get at you on the next reaction game. Much love to y'all, man.
Fucking even Marcus and buy everything. A pretty face and a fat ass to get her a wedding ring. She finna ride it, she taking off her bikini. If she was a car, she'd be a Lamborghini.